speaking is describe image, right? So describe image is nothing but you get an image displayed, which could be a bar graph, which could be a picture of like a horse running, or it could be like a tree trunk, and then what BT expects you is to look at the picture and come up with your words, come up with what the topic you can see, what is the graph talking about, and what are the 5 key points that you can see. So how you need to approach this task is, first, if you have a map or a picture, look at the map or look at the graph, right? I'm just giving you pointers right now, but for every task I will be making a detailed video, right? So don't get me wrong if I am going too fast, right? So the number one thing is, when you get this a map, or when you get a graph, right, a bar graph, whatever, look at the x-axis and y-axis, right? Just quickly try to glance, okay, what is this graph telling me about? Is this about population growing from 1995 to 2000? Look at x-axis, y-axis, just note it down on your notepad. Look at the topic, which will be right above on the graph, right, or on the pie chart, that the obesity rate is increasing in US, or the amount of people smoking cigarette, right, in Canada. Note down all of that. So what you need to do is, once you gather the x-axis, y-axis, and try to see 5 key points, like if it says that in 1995 it was less, it was more, just note down that with a note down in notepad, 1995 it went up, 2000 it went down, all. So you need to capture the topic, you need to capture the x-axis, the y-axis, as I said. You need to capture what went wrong, or sorry, what went down, what went up, and you need to conclude your graph, right? So what you need to do here is, once you do all of this, and then you need to summarize if you get time, right? But I would say try to summarize it, because it will help you gain more points, right? Then moving on to the next task is retell lecture. Again, this is also not very easy, where you have to listen to a lecturer is giving in university, and sometimes a speaker is giving at some conference. You need to note down again, the thing is the same, the formula is the same, right? You need to first listen carefully, note down the keywords, the 5 keywords, right? So what is the topic all about? What were the things he talked about? So what are the 5 key things he talked about? And what happened? And what went down? What went up? Right? And what is the conclusion the speaker is trying to say? Right? So note this down, and then again you need to start speaking that the lecture was mainly focusing on this, and in 1995 this went down, the population went down, and 2000 the population went up, and the main reason the speaker talks about is this. So conclude it, and then you need to close your retell lecture. Now the last is answering short questions, right? There is a list there's a list of questions that you can find on internet as well, like 100 questions or so, and then you can try and look at them if it helps, because answering short question is usually not that difficult or Herculean task, right? So what you need to do here is, you need to first hear the question, like it will be very easy, like what comes at night? We know moon, right? So, or what comes in the morning? Sun, right? So you make sure that you do not answer more than one word here, right? So this is what the speaking task is all about, and I would say that I would include a link next time, and you can include those words like firstly, secondly, thirdly, or furthermore, to conclude, to summarize, and all of those things. I will include that link and in my next video, and you guys can look at it, right? So give a thumbs up if you like this video, and apologies for if I've made some mistakes. I'm a human, and this is a very first attempt of mine to help you all with PTE, and I hope you are able to crack your PTE with flying scores. Yeah, thank you. Bye.